Hi, this is Gray Fox from the 3ROMs.com forums. I just got a question recently about how to use the cheat function in visualboy Advanced, so I thought I'd put up a little tutorial. I'm going to use a game that I have in progress as an example here, so alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maintain this character here's HP at maximum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by going to cheats. Alright, so basically the current value is 10, so we're looking for a specific value. In the data size section, if you're looking for something that's a number that will always be between like -128 and positive 127, then you'll want to do 8 bits always. If the number can vary greater than that, it's going to be a little bit messier, and you'll have to do a little bit more digging, I guess, to find it. But overall, it's not going to be that difficult. It might take a little more time, but the overall process is pretty much the same. So since I'm looking for HP will never be negative, so there's no reason to do signed here. So choose unsigned, and then compare type equal. So then we're going to we have to hit start first. So we're choosing a value of 10, and then search. So obviously we're getting a very large number of results for the first pass. But then what we're going to do is heal the character. So now she has 14 hit points. So then we go back into cheats and hit 14, and then search again. So obviously now we've narrowed it down already to only 3 choices. So then I go back over here, and I'll have this character shoot her. Alright. So now she has only 5 hit points, so I'll go back into cheats and hit 5. Alright, so now we've only got 2 choices. Alright, so another thing you can do, especially if you have a large number of options, is just change a few things around, but make sure the thing that you're searching for doesn't change. So I'm going to move some characters around. I don't know, have this guy shoot the other guy, sure. Yeah, he missed, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, but this character's HP is still the same. So then just search 5 again, and nothing's changed. I'm not surprised. If you get like 1 or 2 values, or even 3 or 4, I don't know, one thing you can do is add cheat. Okay, so you're looking for 14. A lot of times there are multiple places in the memory of the game that basically use the same thing, such as hit points, and sometimes they're linked, like one affects the other, and sometimes they don't. So a lot of times what you'll just do is take a look at both of them. Part 1 and new value 14, because that's the max hit points of this character. If you start setting things to greater than max, sometimes it can do weird things. It depends upon how it's set up within the actual game itself. HP part 2. Alright, so we've added the cheats to the list. Now, if we look at the character, she has 14 hit points, which is to be expected. So then go into cheat list. That's where all your added cheats are. So these are the 2 that I added just now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if just one of these, again, this isn't going to be that big a deal. A lot of times you can just keep both of them activated if you're unsure, but if you want to narrow it down even more, which one is actually the more important one here, what you can do is deselect them so the cheats are not activated now, and then change that value again. Alright, and then activate one of the two and see what happens. So I'll activate the second one here, hit OK, and apparently it hasn't changed anything. She still has 5 hit points. Just out of curiosity, I'll go into search cheats. These were those 2 addresses in memory that we found. This was the one that we changed to 14 here. But this one we didn't change at all. It's still 5. So it did definitely change to 14, but it didn't actually reflect within this thing. In all likelihood, that value does have something to do with hit points, but it's probably in the calculation of something else rather than the actual display of the hit points. So then we're going to go back into the cheat list, deselect that one. Just out of curiosity, we're going to see what happens over here. It set it back down to 5, which, if I'm correct here, yeah, basically that meant that essentially this value here seems to be affecting this one, because as soon as we unforce the value of 49, it's immediately set back to 5. So now if we go back into the cheat list and select the first one and refresh that, we immediately see that that one does set the actual value points here to 14. And if we go into the cheats section, search for cheats, we see that actually both of them are set to 14 now, which indicates that you don't really need to set that second one, because the second one is only affected by the first one anyways, so you can actually completely remove this one. And now just do a little test here. Not enough time. Let me do this real quick. Alright, so I'll hit shoot. Alright, and hit points are still 14. So there you have it. That's how to use the cheat. You can apply it to your own things. It works pretty much the same. I hope this is useful.